Obviously, I'm the reason why we lost that game, is what Trea Turner told the media on August 2nd. That day, he went 0 for 5 with an error, which would have been the final out, but instead they lost 9 to 8 on the road. He was in the middle of a huge slump during his first year of his 11-year, $300 million contract with the Phillies. He was batting .237 and constantly getting booed. The contract was not looking like a good one at this point. Turner stayed until midnight in the batting cages feeling defeated and at his lowest. But then, everything changed on August 4th. Jack Fritz, a radio producer in Philadelphia, came up with a different approach. The Phillies were about to head back to start a 10-game homestand. He suggested a standing ovation for Turner on that first Friday game would go a long way. And oh boy, was he right. During his first at-bat, he got a long standing ovation. The Phillies lost that game and Turner went 1 for 4. It made Trea's mom cry, and it fired him up as he started a 10-game hit streak that raised his batting average from .237 to .252 during this. The night after the standing ovation, Turner hit a go-ahead 3-run homer in a 9-6 win. Him and the team got 12 billboards that said, "Thank you, Philly." Here are the stats before and after the ovation. Before in 107 games, he batted .235 with 10 homers, 34 RBIs, and 21 stolen bases. After that, in 48 games, he hit .337 with 16 homers, 42 RBIs, and 9 stolen bags to the tune of a 103.7 OPS in a playoff berth. Turner called into the radio station and even personally thanked Fritz for the idea. The ovation worked. Standing ovations are just a really cool thing, and Turner's story goes to show that just some positivity from fans could go a long way. I mean, these guys are human after all. Another recent example came in this previous World Series. Christian Walker was slumping in the postseason, and fans wanted to give him the Trea Turner treatment. In the second inning of Game 3, the fans gave Walker a standing ovation. And did it work? Of course it did. He took the first pitch after the cheers to the right center field gap for a double. He ended up getting thrown out of the plate after, so it seems the excitement turned into a double-edged sword, but the fact remains that fans can inspire confidence in these slumping players. I'm a huge fan of this trend, honestly. This is a digital era where everyone comments and their opinions are just broadcasted online for everyone to see. Half of them are negative and they're just bashing these players. So getting behind these guys and rallying with them is just a really cool trend to see. It started with Turner, it went to Christian Walker, and now Angels fans on Twitter, they're trying to pivot this to Anthony Rendon. Anthony Rendon signed a 7-year, $245 million deal with the Angels and has not looked too great. He has been batting leadoff this season and is 0 for 19 and just not playing well. The home opener for the Angels is on April 5th, and the fans are wanting to give the Trea Turner treatment to him. Angels fans all over Twitter are rallying behind him and plan to give him a standing ovation for his first at-bat. Now, there's no guarantee that this will work, but what I do know is that Rendon gets bashed online for his play and some comments he's made. I don't agree with a lot of his comments, not saying that. But what I am saying is giving him a standing ovation does not really have a downside. It's either he does not play well or it has a great effect, and it fires him up and he gets hot and he plays some good baseball. I respect the hell out of it. That's all I gotta say. There's no reason to spend all your time and energy being negative about everything. When the fans are passionate and gets behind the players, it shows and gets people to sign. I mean, look at the Phillies. They got all these guys signing long-term and team-friendly deals because they just love the city, they love the fans, they just love being a Philly. The standing ovation for your team slumping players is great for baseball. I mean, you do it without question to rookies despite never seeing them play. You do it to ex-players when they come in from another team. So why not do it to a guy who's slumping? These guys are aware that they currently suck and are slumping. And a guy that I really think could have benefited from this is Joey Gallo. When he was on the Yankees, all I saw online was just him getting bashed, and he even stated he couldn't go outside without just getting publicly, shamed. People would go at him and do this. Now imagine if you were to, lift him up. You're like, hey, Joey, come on, you got this. Next at bat, you're going to do better. That could have went a very long way. But instead, you run a guy out of town. Players see this, and they do not want to come play for you after this. Sure, you could call it soft, you could call it whatever, but these are real human beings. Imagine yourself in this situation having to deal with this nonsense because you went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. It's ridiculous. Avisail Garcia too. He's been getting absolutely ripped on by Marlins fans. Yeah, they're starting off bad, but like he even said, he's like no one wants to hear this. Like we know we suck. Like why you got to tell us? Anyways, I just guarantee it'll pick up more slumping players if we see it more often. I want to see this become a common trend, and I really want to see fans get behind this. I just think it's great for baseball. But go ahead and comment some players you think that would currently benefit from the Trea Turner treatment. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.